Google does not like it when you have two businesses at the same exact address. What's happening? It's Erik J. Olson. We just recently discovered this because one of our clients stood up a second company that we're not involved in, but they registered that company through Google, in particular, Google My Business, with the exact same address that we are helping them get local SEO value out of. And what Google did is they saw that there were two different businesses at the exact same address, and Google said, no, no, no. And they shut down the Google My Business that we're taking care of. So it's not something that we actually caused, but we're in the middle of it and we're trying to help our client resolve it. We didn't know why at first the website or the Google My Business got shut down. So we did a little bit of research, and what we found is more likely than not, and I say that specifically more likely than not because Google's not super great about telling you exactly what the problem is, just so there's a problem, and they kind of hint at it. But we believe it's because there are two businesses, different business names, out of the exact same address. So I'm doing this episode to let everybody who listens know that if you do run two companies out of the exact same address, like we do here at Array Digital and Rival Digital, we have the exact same address, same suite number and everything, you could be at risk. So when I learned about what was happening with our client, I realized that we're likely going to be at risk as well if Google picks up on these things. I probably shouldn't even be doing this podcast episode because Google knows everything and they'll probably freaking figure it out. But hopefully we'll have fixed the problem before they figure it out. So I think what we're going to end up doing here is Rival Digital will have a suite number that is slightly different than the suite number for Array Digital. So at Array Digital, we're suite 310, and Rival Digital, we're going to go with something like 310B, as in boy. And we'll register that with Google My Business, get a postcard sent to that suite number. But you can't just like make up suite numbers, apparently. They have to be registered with the United States Post Office, which apparently Google uses as their database for legitimate or valid addresses. How do you get your new made up suite number into the United States Postal Service database of addresses? Well, it turns out you don't actually go to the post office. Apparently, you do this through your local city. And so that's exactly what I need to do. I need to go to my city and I need to tell them we're standing up a 310B suite. I probably am going to have to give them a floor plan that shows where suite B is within our entire office. And then once they approve it, it goes into their database, and that flows into the United States Postal Service database, and then that flows into Google's database. So I probably need to get all that set up before we actually submit to Google this new address. So it's an interesting concept, which is why I wanted to provide that knowledge through this podcast. This podcast is mostly about building your business, not digital marketing. But look, they go hand in hand, right? If you can't market your business, you won't get the attention of your ideal prospect. And if you can't get the attention of your ideal prospect, you can't sell them and you can't grow. And that's the whole point here, is to grow your business and hopefully grow your business through my mistakes instead of making them yourself. So I know about this now. I wanted to convey it to you. Hopefully this helps you out. If you do have multiple businesses, hit me up on Twitter and tell me how you have handled that. I am Erik J. Olson. That's ErikJolson. I am Erik J. Olson. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want, I'm there. Same handle. Check me out there. I want to hear how you've overcome this problem. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1 Million Journey: How to Launch a 7-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1 million business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.